Hello, 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 everyone. It's time to go back. Back to the courtroom. All right. Let's get right on into it. Oh, I loaded the wrong save, didn't I? Nope, that's the right one. Okay, cool. So that means we get to go to the Hottie Clinic. Oh boy. So, this is where Eni was hospitalized. Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Yeah. Are you a doctor here? Yes. I'm Dr. Hottie. I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes. So, what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eenie Miney. Miss Miney? Miss Eenie Miney? Yes. Oh, her. It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are. Sir! You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweetums. Calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that Sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow. I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their bosses. Come now. Be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yes. Yes? Uh-huh. Don't yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. The only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes. We treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Uh-huh. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff. Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes? What does that look for? Aha! Yes. There's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems. Yes. Uh-huh. It seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eenie Miney? Now you're talking. Yes. That girl. She was transferred from the general hospital. From the general hospital to here. What kind of surgery did she need? Yes. Well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So, what kind was it? Yes, well... No. You see, that is something... No, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't supposed to... allowed to talk about patient stuff. It's all in those TV shows too, right? You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never going to get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. There's gotta be something I can show this old coot. Alright, what do we got? Right, I can share profiles. Hey! Miss Eni is really cute in this picture. You'd agree, right? Yeah, sure. I wish I could see her again. Maybe the next time she has a big accident. Yes. I'll tell her for you. Yes, please. I'll be waiting for her. Yes, waiting. Okay. Neat. About this person. I feel like somewhere. I've seen her somewhere before, I think. Well, when she comes tomorrow for her consultation, I'm sure we can get reacquainted. I don't believe this. So what do you know about this? I see this, and my mind's blank. Yes, it's boring. That's why. Boring. Yes, how do I put it? If you had more attractive items. Yes. Attractive. Huh. Alright, Alright, I know what to share. Hey, bud. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yes, nice. This is nice and exciting. Because you got cleavage, huh? What do you think? Does anything grab your attention? There's no mistaking this is nice. Yes. Yes, I like this picture. Yes, Marwa. Mind if I borrow this for a while? For private research purposes? That's okay. I don't think I should support his research. Not quite what I wanted to. Hey, man. Yep, boring. Okay, cool. So there's like nothing I can... So there's gotta be something I can do about Miss Eni over here. That guy's a huge perv. Just a massive perv. Hey! Real quick. He's the creepy kind of perv. At least, like, keep it semi-private, you know? Let's see what you got. Let's see what we can work out here. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Eni just asked whose accident. Which means she must know something about another person's accident. She had an accident too. Another person's? Your own! That's what I feel like. Take that! I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Oh. Okay, so no. But she was in one. I just need to get evidence. So... examine more at the Hottie Clinic, please. Hey, bud. Patient. Rehabilitation. Oily sweat. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, don't cut into my monologue like that. I'm explaining things here. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, must be the waiting area. Don't really see all that many patients. Yes. It's the quality, not quantity that counts. What in the world does that have to do with anything? Reception area. This is the clinic's reception desk. It doesn't look like there's anyone at the counter. On the wall is this month's Word to the Wise. Do something in vain, and your only reward is tiredness. Not exactly the best thing to be telling your patients, is it? That's it? I wonder where that door way down there leads to. Oh, that's the X-ray room. Yes. How did you know what I was thinking? Yes, well, it's because that's the X-ray room. Yes. There's something very peculiar about this guy, because I know it's not me. Alright. Seems extremely helpful. Let's just see. Oh, it's me. Yes. My tuft of hair, it's so nice. Shows off my smartness. You should try it too. My new hairstyle that I invented. That's okay. I'll pass on this one. There's gotta be something I can do. So... God damn, drinking all the apple juice. Gotta be something you can show, huh? Seriously, like... I don't know what to do. Like, So she had an accident, but we don't have any other, like, evidence. Click what green thing? The little Magatama? He doesn't have any Psyche locks show up. See? No Psyche locks. Nothing there. We'll come back to this. Oh, hey, we were supposed to come here. Hey, it's Mia. I checked everything. It's good to see you, Phoenix. I was really worried, so I thought I'd see how you were doing. You might get caught on film again. There are certain risks you have to take in life, or in my case, death. Anyway, how are you doing? Have you found anything useful? Only a little. I think I'm slowly beginning to understand everything, piece by piece. Everything will resolve itself by tomorrow, somehow. So, there's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean, like, how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around the front of the room after the channeling started. Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think, in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, a spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, mystic Amy Faye, acquired. I've heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism. Amitabha. Amitabha? Okay, sure. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean sacred urn. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Well, it's about time I left. Mia! We'll be in big trouble if the guard sees me here. Phoenix? Yes, Chief? There's still a lot of dirt left in this case. Once you think you've gathered enough of all the evidence, then come back. Yes, Chief. So... back to Crane Village, I guess. Hello, Canadian. So the sacred urn, huh? No, I've already examined it. What can we do? Oh, she's gone. Where the hell did she go? So somehow I need to prove that Eni was in an accident and get the info from Doctor. How do we get along with you? Yeah, see how this... It shows that I've already clicked on everything. So... somehow I gotta get this guy to talk. But what do I have? Time to present your bet. No way. No way in hell. I'm a lawyer. Right now, I'm investigating a murder. Yeah. Oh! You were right. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes. Actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. Ah! What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on. I'll give you something. Real information, okay? Ah! Actually, I'm this clinic's... See, I'm like this place's... walking dictionpedia? You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, haughty patients. There's nothing I don't know about them. But I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah. How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you want to know about Little Miss Eeny Miny, right? Little Miss Eeny Miny. That girl. I remember her especially well. Really, especially well. Sure. Oh, it's the same damn thing. Alright. Please tell me what you know about Miss Eenie Meenie. Yes. I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl. That's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yep. I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and around in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, all right? Yes. It was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars. Yes. Car. You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep. That's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Enie's operation? Yes, Miss Enie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes. Her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad. Very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eenie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture. That girl, see, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So, I got her picture as a way to remember her, yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots and lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. A treasure. Precious. I'm trying to channel Gollum in here. Gollum. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. I think I know what happened here. So here's my theory. I might be crazy. Mimi Miney never died. Eenie Miney did. They had a mix-up in the face-off. So you looked up information on Enie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes. Hold on, I'll get it for you. The article, I mean. You have it? Well. Don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn a thing or two how to stay on a lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eenie was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing. Or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, A sea of fire was all around her. Miss Eenie fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. A new clue! I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Eenie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Eenie I said hi, okay? Yes. It's time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. Time to go. Shit, it's spreading. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Oh, yeah. So, earlier, that old granny called the cops. The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting. Yeah, but honestly, I can't tell. I'll tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into? A murder. That's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master seat? I called this one. Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Fey, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? You know where Eenie is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She was hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So, I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out, that is Misty Fey's older sister. Oh. Yeah, they say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow, Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townfolk turn against her, so here. Said all sort of things too, like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. I think I know what's going on. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. What's with that scary look on your face? Quickly, let's just read. We have the license photo. Aha. May 24th, late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was like, totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and I like woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was like still half asleep, but I opened the door and like got out. I don't like remember anything else. If Miss Eeny Miny is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Miny. Mimi Miny was the nurse at the Gray Surgical Clinic where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? Yeah, two women's car. That's an odd translation. All right. Let's break your fucking psyche locks. Explain. All right, so we know this one. Whose accident? She must know another person's. You had an accident. Me? Yep. How can you prove that I was in an accident? This! Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eeny Miny holds an interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be committed to a hospital, correct? Like, wait! What now? That's not me. What? Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eeny Miny, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miny, is in here, too. Like, totally. Wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? You got your driver's license. I think it's your driver's license. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He was quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director. Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... I believe it was your sister, Mimi Miny. Mimi. You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Haha! First try! Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause the accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, He was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. Does this give Eni a good reason to murder Dr. Gray? No, this does give Eni a good reason to murder Dr. Gray. Ah, blah, blah. Words. She the killer, though. She's one part of this duo. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. See, I got rid of the bimbo act real quick. Woo. She stopped doing the like. Oh. Oh boy. This bitch. Alright, let's look in the side room. She's out to fuck me. Alright, so I guess we go back to Mia? It looks like something's up. Stop. Stop! Leave my mother alone!
Ow! Hey! Hold on. Okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt.
Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please! Let me go too! No. You must stay here and protect the manor. But...
Aw, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look, it's a real pistol. Detective!
do not upset me further.
Nah, sorry.
Poor Gumshoe. Being dragged off by the ear by that, like that. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. So, what's going on? This has never happened before. Pearls? Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything! I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya. She must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Ugh. Alright, let's go to Maya. Here. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Yeah, Mia! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent. It's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psyche locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay. Just gonna... Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can for the trial tomorrow. Oh. What? I can't. Mia? Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean.
Dude! Do.
Why do you think so?
It's really trying to be at times to be able to see other people's secrets.
It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning.
Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Alright, now we got that unlocked. Now I just do this so I don't have to go through that again. Oh, nope. Let's get into your brain.
Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right?
Yes.
Alright then. Tell me who you think I'm protecting.
You gotta be protecting Morgan. You gotta be protecting her. I feel like it. Morgan Fay, of course. There's no one else you could protect like this, Mia.
Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi.
That's true.
Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt.
I don't have the Branch family stuff. Because she's a Branch family member and she got overlooked for... The Branch family stuff is circumstantial. It's hearsay. I mean, she had to have been the one that moved the clothing box around. No, there's no copies. It's the only key. Like, this got moved. The clothing box did get moved. Well, the burned clothing, I could think of that. I can think of the clothing box. Because this was found in the incinerator with blood. Then it's probably the cloth scrap. Because it was found in the incinerator. Let's go present that. Oh God, the phone. The proof is this piece of cloth. Ah! One sec. Ah! Okay, someone else got that phone. I found it. Okay. Why? Who the fuck is Hunter and why is he calling? It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for this splotch of blood. You mean, it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. Well, one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Ah! You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Duh. Huh. No, it's not. It's probably this, because there's nothing removed. I feel like it's this. Like, we have the full suit here. And this is a scrap of it. So why would there be two outfits with blood on it? Canadian, am I on the right track here? I feel like I'm on the right track. Fine. Phoenix, we don't have any time left. I haven't even said anything yet. Fuck you. Oh shit. Sure. Sure, I'll take the hint. That cloth came with something. The key? The key was in there with it. Yeah, ain't this right? Yeah. The music stopped. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? Yeah, at the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator at the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was in the channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes. And then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There was only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. There's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? You know, that's a meme option. That's totally a meme option. But I'll trust you. I'll trust you wholeheartedly. She needed a lawyer nearby. No. No. She needed a lawyer nearby to fuck up or something. I don't know. But sure, let's see. No. No idea. Just throwing things out now. And you were so close too, Phoenix. There's no way my aunt could have done it herself. Yep. Hey, I know. She needed Eenie Miney. Eenie Miney. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eenie Miney were in cahoots. Yeah, that's what I knew too. Unlock successful. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person who would have to know a lot about Fay Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Miney is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem with what? We don't have a motive. We do! We have two motives for both of them! One would be, get her the fuck out of here. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? The frame, Maya, get her out of here. The other guy, the master would be gone. Yeah. Also, we really don't know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? And there's only one possibility. Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She's the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Phoenix, you dumbass! Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. See? I have an idea. I have a rough estimate as to what the fuck is going on. And now it's time for us to get some new welts. Nick. Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself. And she's so grown up. It's the sauerkraut. It's the sauerkraut. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in the murder trial. Come on! This is like the second, third time. You're fine, Maya. I'm sure you'll get accused one more time. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? You think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please. It's very important to me, and I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. But Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Whew, thank goodness. Nick? This way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Family drama.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago.
Ah!
Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
Uh-huh. That's nice, Miss Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Fey.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight.
Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
The defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. This key is proof of that.
Begone! Begone, bot! Begone! Begone! What? What'd I do? What? Why did I get the all caps Potate? What'd I do? I begone the bot. Just slap down the robot. I begoned it. It's gone. Don't click shit. Cheap viewers. Cool. Why would you click on it?
This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
My doof is fucked.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
All right, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? But, Miss Von Karma, then how did you explain the picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All that I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand.
Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. They'd let her keep her tea.
Witness! Name and occupation?
My name is Morgan Fey.
and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean in a manner of speaking? Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then.
Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world, that is.
Yes, that is. Ah! You! Be quiet!
Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have...
Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit me on the base of my neck and I faded for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that.
Bullshit! Why have you hidden this until now?
I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me?
Never mind.
Mr. Wright! Your cross-examination, please.
My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony.
Alright. Press her wherever we got. So, keep pressing. Press everything. Just now, you said those two. Who are the two people you were referring to? Phoenix? Phoenix?
I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir.
Lada's not a foreigner, despite how she talks.
Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English. Not to mention, she looked awful.
I can already see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot.
In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright.
Oh, nah.
Thanks.
What did you do after that, Miss Fey?
Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as to call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind.
Yes. That is a very good point.
At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another...
Another what, madam?
Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself.
I want to hear the end of that sentence. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of that room?
I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger. That is what I thought to myself.
Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fey.
This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you.
Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fey, please continue. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement?
I'm afraid I don't. That statement I gave you was a lie.
But why would you lie about something like that?
It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant.
She was covering for Maya? No! So, you were covering for the defendant?
Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade's mystic Maya had done something very unexpected.
Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Ah!
This witness couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later.
Yes, very well. Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach?
Now, witness, continue with what happened.
Then, quite suddenly, she... Yep. Keep pressing. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you?
I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes.
But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember, at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey.
Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand.
Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called.
But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away?
Well, yes, I would have, however.
So how'd you faint? You fainted.
I became dizzy, and then collapsed onto the floor.
How long were you unconscious?
I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps?
And the defendant had almost certainly went somewhere in that time.
Happy. Witness, elaborate on that point for us.
Is that because you were unconscious?
Why, yes.
Great. Well, now what? So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went.
I would think that's obvious, good sir.
If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself.
It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness.
What do you mean by that? It means that she has another witness up her sleeve, that's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough! From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt.
Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber?
Yes, yes. Ah! Be quiet, you!
Now then, what the escapee had done when she had gone to speak with a certain person.
She went to speak with someone? Eeny miny. Eeny miny. Who was it?
The prosecution calls Miss Eeny Miny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time.
Eeny miny. I think you can see where this is headed.
Witness, name and occupation. Okay. So my name is, like, Eeny Miny. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university.
What is this parapsychology?
Let's see. It's, like, I guess, most people call it occult stuff.
Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means.
Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Miss Miney. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake.
Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible.
Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey?
Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time.
Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister?
Yes, Miss Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic.
This is...
Witness! Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course.
Miss Miney, please.
My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it, Eenie?
She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor?
I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge.
It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as truth. The end.
What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie?
Of course it was, Phoenix.
Mia, what do you mean?
It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies.
Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder.
Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this more entertaining than the last.
Alright, we're gonna press this bitch. Why were you sleeping there? Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it?
Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds in, like, the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition it was going to be a seedy, totally going to be a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? Anyway, So you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Do you know the time?
Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food.
Ah, no, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when the someone came into your room?
Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about...
This bitch really loves playing the bimbo. I get it. Everyone underestimates the fool. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
Never mind.
Fitness. About this person who entered the side room.
Are you absolutely sure?
I guess?
You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered?
Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith.
First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I am an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright? The defense rests.
Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness. How did you feel when you saw Miss Meanie Miney?
You were happy in a sad way.
Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister.
But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again?
But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult.
All these likes. God.
But I, like, know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said.
Huh. Question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter?
No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think there was anything strange.
But... Ah! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection? Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright. The question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Sure, it's important. Give me that. It's very important. Although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. All right, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that.
Her costume looked like totally normal. What the fuck? So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, nothing was, like, weird.
Mia's talking to herself like she found something wrong.
That's impossible. Can I... Uh-oh, like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on?
Her... Totally normal, huh? Totally normal, huh? Totally normal, huh? That was a really well-spun lie, Miss Meanie. Miss Eenie.
Huh? What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It's well-constructed, but that's all it is.
Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix?
Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance.
Like, yeah, and...
But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared to you before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Nah. Order! Order! Miss Miney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! Ah! What are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Because that's not Eni! Eni died that night! Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Alright. You're gonna completely revamp it, huh? The side room was, kinda dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. How was it dark? How was it dark? Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright out inside there. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Duh. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. You didn't see the blood. Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out. 'Cause she just shot Mr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh. When do you mean? When you... Well, she says she fainted. But this was broken right before the murder. I feel like this is gonna come up. This is totally gonna come up. Alright, let's just in case. I feel like it's a ride because... I already know what you're gonna type. I already know. Arrived at the scene. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder if I put too much faith in Innie's ability to do anything with that brain. It's no good, I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Alright. I think I know what it is. It's gotta be along the way. When you were going. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Yeah. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Yeah. She's gonna mention the pot. She's gonna mention the urn. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something out on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important, yeah. I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone. Are you sure about that? Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember. Like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. Okay, something you finally pull out of the witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. The judge believes... Okay, I have an idea. Because Pearly was fixing the pot the whole time. Like, Pearly was fixing this. Yeah! Objection! I finally found the fault. Or I guess in your case, the crack in your perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So? Like, what does that prove? Objection! Who cares about some worn-out old urn? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that you had really been walking along the winding way at that time. There's no way you could not have seen this person. Pearly! I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes? And how is this child relevant? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. Oh! And she just so happened to break this urn. Oh! Ah! Wait, she broke the urn? Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Nah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Ah! What? Miss Miney. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. You're the one who needs to watch what she's saying. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? Where you really were... about where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible. Because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia! Okay. Nah. It's in her testimony just now. She says she wasn't... She woke up. What do I do? Ugh, my glasses. One sec. Give me a second to think here. Alright. Help me, Mia! I feel help me, Mia, but the contradiction... It's gotta be somewhere. She says she was sleeping, and then she woke up. Just... How did she make it from here to here? Yeah, I see nothing. So it's no evidence. There's no evidence here. It's gotta be in her testimony. She says she woke up. Early in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber. Oh, and like Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So? Like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Ah. But look at the Menor Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it.
Yes, she was in the box.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Where was the witness? In the channeling chamber.
Take that!
Miss Miney was here, of course.
What?
But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order! 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 That's why that is—
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Today's testimony established that only the victim and the defendants were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple.
Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Here, of course. Behind the folding screen?
Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen.
See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball.
Now, Miss Miney. One so young as you shouldn't be saying—
Shut it, Gramps!
As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. I guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this! Miss Miney! How you were able to hide yourself at the scene of this crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box!
Ah! That tiny little box? No person can fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you could prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yes! And now I present the evidence, a piece of evidence that will prove it. That this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. The folding screen! Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that whole thing.
This is— what on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there supervised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole! About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where would we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Order, order. So what you're saying—
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Miss Maya Fey. To masquerade as Miss Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and blame it on the client.
No, stop.
I
can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea is that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. That's not possible for one person to do all that by herself.
Correct. It's not possible. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is.
Ah! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait. Miss Von Karma. You said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Miney. You had an accomplice.
This person.
If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten that costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have put that box to use.
Morgan Fay.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say about this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? Insert pain screen here. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Miss Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. And then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. He had the gat. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and finished the job. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes. A gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Miney. She immediately covered her own costume with blood. And then pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who was that? Laughing at a time like this? Ah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
Was it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose to something this petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed on one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Are you okay? Are you fucking stupid? Girl, are you It's all lining up.
Working together with a medium. Pretending to be the one putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's...
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
Motive. That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. The reason you wanted Dr. Gray is... this! 100%!
Ah, just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright.
Ah, just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes! Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps.
I'm going to explain, so please listen, okay?
Oh, she's back.
It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought that the spirit thing was Dr. Gray.
No, you showed off.
It was total coincidence that he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ah!
Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory.
No. I've already figured it out.
The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many thoughts, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
Ugh. What happened? I thought they had her for sure.
See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney. No. No. No.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this?
Yes, you can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all.
Ah!
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? You're supposed to be on my side! Ah!
A Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight. I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way.
No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec.
Oh, we got this shit in the bag. We've already got the twists and turns. We're gonna get the doctor back in here. I've already pieced it together. Like, look, my theory is she was fucked up. Eni is dead. Miney is the one. Mimi's still alive. They got swapped out. They got swapped out. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. I mean, your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt...
Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ah! Miss Von Karma!
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you. And let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring you your father back.
Huh. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
She got face swapped! I swear!
Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Can you prove Miss Eni Miney had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eni Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. You think dental records would be a thing? Her face was totally fucked. She had full reconstructive surgery, and the license was the only thing that would show her face. So they used that as an example. Face swap! Miss Miney, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay. I, totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Alright, what do we got?
That was, last year, in May.
Quickly just double check. Yep, May. Good thing she didn't fuck up that easily.
Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving.
Look, she's lying a lot. Eventually she's gonna lose track.
I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat.
I, woke up because of a jolt and, it was a sea of flames around me. Look, I'm paranoid because we had to cross-examine a fucking parrot. And turns out Von Karma trained the parrot. This is gonna be fucking vanilla compared to that.
I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk in the tabloid shows, day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister?
Ah! Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister.
Yeah. Which means I'll have to work on this from another angle. Alright. Let's just keep pressing. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was cause the medicines got, like, mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that was entirely Miss Mimi Miney's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. Then why weren't you driving? Wait. You have a license to drive? She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. Ah, but, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license.
Bullshit.
This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, anyway. Where? Okay, cool, I'll just do this. So, you have a license. Am I using it in the wrong spot? You're up. Fuck, wrong spot. But guys! The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like, it was at like 1 AM or so, I think. I had like a paper due, like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because of the two of you that were so tired that this accident happened. Ugh. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Let's just keep going. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time. So like I don't remember things about the accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright. Don't need to push yourself. I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? If it's that article, then I've already got it. Ah! Here it is! You don't have your license, huh? Bullshit! Miss Miney. That was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miney? That's right. Yeah, I, like, had a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. You smell that? It smells like bullshit. Yeah, I'm allergic to that. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director.
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November?
Wait a minute. May. So, 4 months into your recovery period. You were in the hospital for 6 months.
What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What the? That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ah! Cry and my VIP will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Ah! Don't just stand there humming to yourself.
Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the plane. Ah, God!
Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean.
Alright, what do we got?
Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. And, like, she had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. And she, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
Really? Really?
Phones.
I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but...
Alright. I smell bullshit! So, what do you mean by really close?
Like, I had one of those permit things. I think that's what they're called.
It's a house phone. You can't change that. Unless you want it even more annoying.
Permit?
Wow, the big name lawyer boy doesn't know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ah!
Ignorance is to be whipped.
What is with her? All she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense.
So, like, may I continue?
My mom does. She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car?
Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door.
God damn, kitty cat. Everything's going on in the background today. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage, ever? Why did she take such special care of that car?
How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car.
New car? How new?
Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer?
I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise.
Phoenix, try asking something of more significance, alright?
Well, Miss Miney, what kind of car was it?
A sports car.
It was a new car?
Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Judge, how fucking stupid are you?
And it was a really special model. She had waited a whole year for it to arrive.
Keep pressing. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up.
Your Honor,
Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what that point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. Does it say? Nope. Just a second here. My mom had to go get the phone. The phone that was sitting behind me, I had to pass it to her. Like, she rotates the phones. I have the one charger. I yelled, hold it pretty forcefully, but don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it, sure. So yes, what am I supposed to pick for a topic? Oh, great. Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and the driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know? The sleek shape, oh god! Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Because she's not Eni. Sure, keep pressing. Was your sister good at driving? She was, like, totally awesome. She was, like, said she was going to be the racing queen of the nursing world. Wow, I think she bumped my question off track again. And that's when the accident occurred, correct? Like, yeah, I, like, immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled, like in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There's something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural-sounding testimony. But we have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe. There is a path, I know it. Alright. Yeah, she had a permit. Get whipped again. So there's something... here. There's something here. I got nothing here. It's definitely something about the special model here. Canadian. Can I get a hint? There's gotta be something here. Two women's car. Center divide. Wait a minute. I'm latching on to weird info. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I see. Wrong side. The right side would have been the driver's side. Damn Brits!
Objection!
Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You said you had this. You said you had said this, but I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in the British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Face swap! Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Yeah. Order! Order in the court! Order! Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is babbling nonsense again. Eenie said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eenie said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Mimi was. Yeah, Mimi was. Mimi really was. The answer is one person. The one who had her driver's license. Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? I fucking called it! What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name... The witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. The witness's real name is... Mimi Miney. That's your real name.
Objection!
Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? The witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted to the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Miney, she died in a car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah! What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So, this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you are saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And, in that moment, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss Eni? I mean, Miss Von Karma! Why did you say my name just now? Well, looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. Ugh. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. The big story. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of the accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo. Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, what did Miss Miney choose to go through with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous! I'm perfect. Me, Franziska Von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Yeah! Ah! Ah! God! Oh, fuck! God damn it! Ah! And one more for good measure. Ah! Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! She fucking killed me! I'm just gonna... Just in case there's some bullshit, like, ending thing, I could cheese that save. This court is a fraud. A sham. Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Hooray! Look at that! We did it! That is all. This court is adjourned. Congratulations, Maya. Sis!
good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right! There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. It's going to! Maya, you're a trouble magnet. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick. Tell me. Quick! Just in case I gotta present something. I will not have the end of the other game. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer.
Branch family! Because Pearly? It's gotta be Pearly. Like, I don't see Misty Fey in here. It's gotta be Pearly. I feel like it's Pearly. The whole plan... Branch family, it just says that here. She would have been... Ah, fuck. I feel like Pearly's the best option here. Because she would be booted up if she's gone, accused of murder, and fucked off. The mom's gone. She did it all for Pearly. That feels about right. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And then what would happen then? The branch family, my aunt... No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Nah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearls could become the next master. Yeah, I could see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that's what she was saying. I thought so. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all. All for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl.
that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Episode 2. Reunion and Turnabout. The end.
Next, Turnabout Big Top. Yeah! I heard about this one. we get to go to a circus. Okay. So, I will hold this one here. This one will wait. Like, I will wait on this one. Let's see here. How many times... Oh, looks like I'm only going to be... Okay. So, I'm just going to hold this one here. And this case, we will come back to after spooky season, because I don't want to get partway into it and have to wait. You know what I mean? So, for next Monday stream, I'm going to start up a spooky game. I know. But I'm going to be like one part in and then pause it and then not remember jack shit 2 months later. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be kind of messed up to go in there for one stream and then forget everything 2 months. So I figure, for that day in particular, we're going to start it a little bit early. And then, for Baldur's Gate, we're just going to do those. And hopefully that's all fine. But I don't want to get partway into the fan favorite one and not remember jack shit 2 months down the road. You know? So, have a good night, everybody. I'll see y'all next time. Okay? Cool.